all of you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Right, sir. So just let me know when I'm supposed to start so that we can start the day. Okay,
I think you can start, sir.
we can start. Nah? Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it. So here we go. Good evening to all respected principals, vice principals, learned teachers who are present in this platform. Myself, Mr. Shurojit Sen, Principal, Jharkhand Public School, Dhanbad, Master Trainer and Senior Resource Person of CBSE. And today we are here once again to discuss something new about the teaching learning process. Or rather, nowadays, the words are a little bit interchanged. Previously, we used to call teaching learning. Nowadays, we are calling it as learning and teaching. So we learn and we teach and we learn. That's how it all goes. So today we will discuss a very, very interesting topic. Very interesting topic, which is getting a lot of popularity across the country. And it is entitled as toy-based pedagogy. Not audible. Albina Emmanuel, madam is telling I'm not audible. Ma'am, I think you have to adjust your device because many of them are saying that I am audible. Right. So please adjust your device and see the sound quality over there. Well, respected teachers, as you know that this year's theme on the curriculum that we are going to prepare, or we are already going through it, is art integrated learning. Okay. And the annual teachers training conference, which will be held at Madurai in Tamil Nadu in the month of October, it is also based on art integrated learning or art integrated teaching or art integrated pedagogy, in whichever way you want to call it. And toy-based pedagogy is a part of that art integrated. Toy-based pedagogy is a part of that art integrated teaching learning process. Okay, so keeping that in view, we will go with toy-based pedagogy. It's very interesting. And if you take it very seriously into your classrooms, once you are through this training program, then I'm sure it will definitely help you and the students to learn something in a different way. Well, respected teachers, as it is said nowadays, no, the gone are the days when that typical lecture method of teaching learning is almost extinct. We have to come out with new innovative ideas. We have to come out with new processes, new systems, new strategies to make sure that the students get maximum idea on what we want to teach. That's why we are nowadays more interested on competency-based learning. And now, what is this competency-based learning? When the students are they are confident enough and they are with their ideas and knowledge, which they can place in various means and ways for what they are learning. Okay, the typical rote learning will slowly vanish away. It will take some time, but it will vanish away. So let's see what we have for this toy-based pedagogy. Toy-based pedagogy. It's a relevance in the light of NEP 2020. Now, those of you who are very serious about this NEP 2020, and those of you who have gone through this NEP 2020, you will find that NEP 2020 talks, NEP 2020 discusses, NEP 2020 discuss a lot about art integrated learning. And in this art integrated learning, as I have told you just now, the toy-based pedagogy is getting a very important place over here. Toy-based pedagogy, sports-based pedagogy, all these are slowly getting entrance into the classrooms. And we are trying to implement them in various ways and means. So let's see what are the ways by which we can do. What is this toy-based pedagogy all about? What are the benefits of it, and what we can do at the end, okay, with the curriculum? Well, toy-based pedagogy, in short, we call it as TBP, is an alignment with NEP 2020 and Prime Minister's vision of vocal for local. Okay, vocal for local means apply locally available materials, apply the traditional materials, and let us continue with learning with this. Respected teachers, before I move further, let me tell you that this toy-based pedagogy, or this the toys, or जो हम हिंदी में in a simple way हम बोलते हैं कि खिलौना, it is associated with our growing of life. Okay, it is associated with civilization. ever since human beings almost started working in a very matured way. If we go back, if we look back, if we reflect our own school days, if we reflect our those kindergarten days or the middle school days, we will always recollect. We can recollect that there were some sort of toys and all these things that we used in our learning process. Maybe not directly the way they are used today, but definitely there. And we all of us, none of us can ever say that I never had my childhood without a toy. And definitely the toys play a very significant part in our growing, in our learning. So this is how we will move forward with the new generation of students, and we will let them know about this toy-based pedagogy. Now, the Ministry of Education, Government of India is saying, the Ministry of Education, the Government of India is saying that toys aligned with Indian culture and ethos will be used as pedagogical tools across schools for all-around development of children. So instead of having those typical books, books are important. I'll not say like that. They are, but we will use these types of teaching learning materials, these types of different types of toys, because the toys they are aligned with our Indian culture. If you go to each and every state of the country, if you go to each and every state of the country, you will find that each state has certain special types of Manikant sir, I just want to know from all of you, am I audible to all of you? Am I audible to all of you? Please let me know because I'm getting messages over here. Pratima Ghosh madam says yes. Okay, yes, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Subhasri madam says yes. Okay, please keep this in mind. Okay, maybe your device, something wrong with your device or the connection. Otherwise, people, everyone can hear me. Now, the toys, they align with the Indian culture. If you go to each and every state of the country, you'll find that they have their own traditional toys, and these toys are a very important part of the society. They depict lot many good things about the society. They talks about the society. They talks about the culture of the society. They talks about how they are implemented, how life is implemented through these toys. So they now these toys they can be used as pedagogical tools or in schools all across the country for complete or total development of children. Okay, thank you, Aparna madam. Now, NEP 2020 has provided for a definitive shift by focusing on play-based learning. That we already know. No? If you go through the NEP 2020 booklet given by Government of India, published by Government of India, if I'm not making a mistake, I think it is on page number 17 or 18, somewhere over there. They have discussed a lot about the play-based pedagogy learning. And today's learning is again play-based learning. It is important for the foundational years, for the preparatory years, but it is not only limited to the preparatory years or the foundational years. This toy-based pedagogy can go up to 12th standard also. Let me make this thing very clear. The word toy does not only talk about the small children in our schools in the foundational years or in the preparatory years. The toy-based pedagogy can be, should be, I will say should be used till +2 level study. So it's not that it is only for these children. Okay. So for the fundamental preparatory years, toy-based will help in achieve. But in the fundamental years, in the preparatory years, TBP will definitely help in achieving the target that we want. That is to give the students the best way of learning to make them competitive enough in this world. Okay. Now, what is this toy-based pedagogy all about? What is this toy-based pedagogy all about? Toy-based pedagogy or simply toy pedagogy is a teaching learning approach. Okay, it's a teaching learning approach in which concepts and skills are learned in a joyful manner using toys, games, puppets, dolls, etc. Wonderful. Just I would like to tell you one thing over there in the beginning. I told you. Recently, I attended an NCRT training program, and where they are saying that instead of using the these words in teaching learning, let us convert it into learning and teaching. Okay, so this is the only difference it will be there. So toy-based pedagogy is a teaching learning approach in which concepts and skills, the ideas, the skills are learned in a very joyful manner. There is no boring classrooms. Children will see the toys, they will use the games, they will use the puppets, they'll use and they will enjoy it. And they will see it in front of their own eyes. They say, no, seeing is believing. Seeing is, sir, I have given 100% to this sound system. So I think you have to check your device, please. Okay. Uh, So once once the children will see everything, na, seeing is believing. That believing will take place within their mind. They will get imprinted into the brain, and once whatever they learn gets imprinted into the brain, after that there's no question of forgetting it. Our main idea is to make sure that the children retain what they learn, and these are the various innovative ways by which we will make them understand and retain whatever they learn, so that we can slowly shift away from that rote learning mug and jug methods to the normal learning and keeping and remembering things for a long period of time, if not for the entire life. The toy-based pedagogy is a teaching learning approach based learning through toys and games. So it is what? It is a pedagogy. It's a learning teaching process or teaching learning process, which is based on learning through toys and games. Okay. Integration of toys, that is using toys, putting toys or integrating toys and games for learning means that toys and the games are at the center of the curriculum. Whatever curriculum we prepare are at the center of the curriculum and help in simplifying, clarifying, and concretizing abstract concepts. Those abstract, unusual concepts, they can be simplified, they can be clarified, they can be made more simple from the complex ones if we are using toys and games in our teaching learning, in our learning process. And why? So first we have what is this toy-based pedagogy? What is this toy-based pedagogy all about? Toy integration, toy integration in the curriculum provides means to bridge content of different subjects seamlessly in a logical and learner-centric manner. Now we all know that in today's world, our today's method of learning teaching process is based on what? It is based on student-centric learning. Gone are the days of teacher-centric learning. Okay, now it is student-centric learning. We have to teach according to the needs of the children, or better to say, we have to facilitate the children according to their needs, according to their demand, according to their simplicity, according to their understanding, not according to the way we will feel like doing it. Well, there were days when things were opposite. Whatever the teacher felt like teaching, the teacher used to teach. But those days are gone. So toy integration in the curriculum, will provide means of to bridge the content of different subjects. Okay, like it will join one subject with another subject. Okay, it will help us in coming in conclusion from learning from one subject with another subject, and seamless in a logical manner, our students will learn. The use of toys and games as a pedagogy can be efficient. The learning process will take place quickly. It will be efficient tool in developing the 21st century skills like creative and critical thinking, reasoning, problem solving, communication skills, and all. So the use of toys and the games as a pedagogy can be an efficient tool, can be a yes, it will allow children. Definitely. I agree with you just now, whatever you have given. It will encourage children to, that is what is the theme of this pedagogy, to encourage children to learn and learn the things quickly and in a much better way as compared to the typical stereotypic classroom learning. So they will help to what? They will help to develop that. They will help to develop that 21st century skills like creative thinking. Now the students, by seeing those toys, by playing with the toys, by using those games and all, okay, then their creative thinking will develop. Along with that, the critical thinking, that logical thinking will develop. The why this is in this way, why it was not in that way. If it was used in that way, then maybe it would not have given us the result as it is used in this way. This, that, why. These questions will come into the children's mind, and we want those questions to come into the children's mind. This is the I'll say, this is the plethora of this entire learning. Okay, like creative thinking, reasoning, and one will lead to another. No, once they learn about reasoning, then they will be able to solve their problems. Their communication skills will increase. They will try to describe the things in their own ways and means. And that is what we all need. The skill and the ability to adapt according to the situation. And the list is quite long. So the educational relevance of toys, especially indigenous toys, is both economical as well as cultural. Now, what is this economical and cultural? Let us see. So if we really include the toys in our teaching learning process, if we prepare the pedagogy by integration of the toys then definitely the educational relevance of the toys will develop. Okay, the relevance, it will become much more positive, much more bright. And especially if we go on using our indigenous toys, the toys of our own. Not, I'm not talking about all those electronic gadgets and all those types of toys. The toys that we have in our own country, the ones which we are using for years and years. Okay, our own cultural toys, our own indigenous toys that we develop from state to state. They are very economical. Definitely, if you use those toys as pedagogical tools, they're definitely economical. You don't have to spend too much of money to make them, and definitely children will know about their culture. Uh, as far as this Jamshedpur is concerned, I know the Singhbum district, the East Singhbum districts, and the bordering West Bengal, the Purulia district. Okay, there are different types of traditional toys that are available, especially the horses and all those different types of horses in Purulia, Bakura, Singhbum area, or if you go to Purulia, those masks, the different types of masks which are available for chow dance and all, they are all actually like they are the toys which can be used to make our own pedagogy and make the children learn about different types of animals, birds, and all these things. Okay. Yes, Nivedita madam says sure, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Not kinds of toys. But storytelling, yes, with the toys, storytelling is a part of the curriculum. Definitely, definitely. I agree with you. It's a part of the pedagogy also. Now, different types of plays or different types of toys that are, and what the children will learn. See, the process is not only you are from Jamshedpur. Okay. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Even in Bihar also, we will come to those. We will come to those toys, different types of toys that we are getting from Bihar, Bengal, Jharkhand, and other states, and how we can use them. In the process, we will see them. Okay. Now, types of plays. With the help of the toys, when the children will play and learn, then a lot of qualities will develop within them, which will that just now we are discussing about now that critical thinking, and eventually that will lead to these characters, the qualities within the student. Now, first of all, sensory play learning through senses. The senses needs to be developed. The five senses that we have, no, smell, touch, auditory, uh, auditory. Okay, so and of course visual. The five senses. Now, through this type of pedagogy, when you prepare your visionary, just now I said Pratima Ghosh ma'am, yes, visionary. Okay, so vision and all. So these senses will also develop, and we need the children to develop these senses. So textured, scented, and colored play doh. Nowadays in the market, it is available. The textured and scented and colored doh. You know, the doh is available by the help of that, which the children can make different types of toys, different shapes of toys, different shapes of different types of materials that they need. And you know that movement of the fingers, the touch of with the help of the fingers and all, that will create some sort of a sensation within the body. Okay, it will be like this thing, what you call that the motor nerves will become activated, and that is what we need to do. And along with that same, children will get the idea of what is a good smell, what is a bad smell, what is the different types of smell. That needs to be created. So textured, scented, colored play draw, textured, scented, colored water play, textured, colored sand play, cooking, and all these things are available in the market. If you use these things, and they are very simple, colored sand is available, very cheap. So the children will feel them, they will touch them, and they will create their own ideas from that. So first of all, the sensory play through them. Then exploratory play, learning by finding out, mixing the colors, shades, dark color, light color. What is the relationship between one shape with another? The spatial relations, like what is the how much space it takes to make for a cone to stand, how much space it takes for a cuboid to stand. So all these things, the numbers, the patterns, the sizes, these they will learn. So this will help them. Then manipulative play, learning by touch, feel, handle. Just now what is handle, molding. We have lot of these types of this what you call the toys, like the blocks which are available in schools. We have these things, blocks. The Lego is a type of a block. Okay, the Duplo. The brush blocks, no, the blocks with brush like material on top, paper folding, cutting, pasting, physical things. Cross skills will develop. Yes, develop definitely. Okay, so with the help of these blocks, they can make different types of Lego toys. Yes, Lego toys is a brand name also. So they will use this thing. They will make different types of shapes. They will make big shapes, small shapes. That they can sometimes they may not come in the right way. Again, they will try to do it in a different way. So this is how they will develop. This is why the play based is led. At a dramatic play, learning by role taking, pretending to be people, animal, transport, acting out situations and all. And sometimes these dramatic plays, learning through role taking or role making, whatever you want to say, they will pretend to be animals, to be transport materials and all, and from there also they will learn. Sometimes, in our school days also, when we used to talk about the railway train, when we used to talk about the engine, the rail engine or the rail or the trains, we used to make a sound with the help of our these two fingers, not like this. This way we used to do it. And that sound, it was exactly like that of a steam engine. So from there we got the idea that, okay, the steam engine goes in this way. So like that, children will learn by pretending to be animals, by using different types of sounds and all. That is also part of this toy-based pedagogy. And of course, creative play, learning by creating, drawing, painting, collages, stories, song, music. They will create and they will learn it. I remember in my school days when I was in school in class KG or class one, my class teacher at that time, Mrs. McCready, she used to dance in the class like anything. And from her dancing steps, from her body language, we learned. Even though we have not seen many of the animals during those days, that how a tiger makes a sound, or how a cat makes a sound, or how a duck makes a sound. So this is how the children will also learn. And teaching is something that has to come from the heart, not only by taking trainings trainings and all will help us in definitely, but then it has to come from our own heart. You have to be innovative enough to come out with a different types of ways and methods by using these types of pedagogy to make the class a wonderful place of learning for the children who will remember the things and who will retain the things for a lifelong process. Now, toy-based pedagogy accentuates other aspects. Or accentuates helps in learning the other aspects of NEP 2020. For instance, rooting curriculum and pedagogy in the ethos of Indian culture. Rooting means making the curriculum very strong by the help of Indian culture. For example, understanding the importance of Seva Bhav. Seva, a sense of responsibility, would help them become good citizens in future. That this we have in page number 4 of that book, and bringing out the unique potential of children. So toy-based pedagogy, if we really use it in the right way, if we inculcate into our curriculum, then that sense of responsibility will develop, and that is what also we look for. We are teaching our children. We are in the schools. We not only just teach to finish off the syllabus and somehow to give a mark sheet and all, but we want to make them as good citizens. We are here to create good human beings, and that's what is most important. That's what is needed, and that's what we are doing. So this will also help to bring out that unique potential from the students of that feeling of responsibility, feeling of oneness, feeling of togetherness, feeling possessing a sense of culture and creativity. Uh, Vidya Pravesh, I think all of you, those who have gone through this NEP 2020, or those of you who have gone through the book, this National Curriculum Framework for the foundation stage as well as for the school education, you must have heard about this Vidya Pravesh. Now it has almost started in most of the schools. Those schools which have already we have started they have started the journey of NEP 2020 by following the NCF of the foundational stage. Many schools have already started with this Vidya Pravesh structure. Vidya Pravesh structure. What is this Vidya Pravesh structure? It's a 3-month play-based school preparation module for grade 1, has been developed as per the recommendations of the National Educational Policy. Those who are right now in class 1, I'm not talking about those who are in nursery, LKG or UKG. those who are in class 1, a special program, a 3-month play-based program has been developed for them as per the NEP 20. The intent is to ensure that all children are exposed to a warm and welcoming environment. See, till last year, let us try to understand this thing very clearly. Okay, and let's be very logical about it. Till last academic session, I'll not say last year, till last academic session, we were following the old regime. Okay, but slowly, we have started entering into the new one. Okay, we have started entering as so we have started our curriculum also, we are creating our curriculum by following the guidelines of what NCF is telling us. And in one part of it is that we are allowing the children of class 1 to enter into this arena of Vidya Pravesh. Pravesh means to enter. So children are exposed to warm, welcoming environment when they enter grade 1, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, leading to their smooth transition to school. Okay, this was supposed to be done a few years ago. I think it was supposed to be done in 21, 22, or 23, but due to some reason or other, it could not be implemented. But nowadays, most of the schools are following this Vidya Pravesh method, a three month capsule program with the children to see how they enter, so that they get a they get a warm and welcoming environment where they can learn freely. Slowly, we are removing them from the typical textbook learning and rote learning and yes, and writing in the notebooks just whatever is coming into the mind of the teacher. We are slowly moving away from that, and we are letting them enter into this world of different learning. Okay. The play-based pedagogy is a significant aspect of the module that plays a vital role in providing stimulating learning opportunities. So they will stimulating learning, means what the children will get stimulated, they will get excited, and they will learn. Creating a joyful and stress-free environment. That is it. That is our motive. No, that is our mission. To create a joyful and stress-free environment and addressing the learning needs of the children with special needs or disabilities. Okay. So taking care of the normal children, in creating a stress-free environment to learn, as well as learning for those children with special needs. That is why inclusive education in the classrooms are nowadays supposed to be inclusive education. So that also we go through. Okay. And of course, the 5 koshas. Through this toy-based learning, the children will also engage, definitely engage. That is the main purpose, no? To engage them. That is the main purpose, definitely. Thank you for your suggestion, ma'am. It's welcome. This is now, see, this is how the training program should go on. No, there should be always interaction with one another. Now, according to Brahmavali, Tritiya Samartha, what we call the 5-fold development of the human being, is to attain all-around refinement of the human personality. Just now, madam said for their overall development. So the punch course, if you have gone through the NCF have also discussed about the punch course. If these areas of a human being is developed in the best possible way, then that quality of learning, the quality of retaining, the quality of understanding will develop. That competitive nature, the comprehensive understanding will also take place within the children. So that they are known as Panchakos, namely Annamaya Kosha, the physical development, the body should develop first. Okay. Annamaya Kosha, the physical development, Pranamaya, Annamaya, then Pranamaya. The the vital development of the organ, the prana, the soul should develop. So the development of the heart, the development of the body, the development of the mind, of the soul, what we call Manamaya Koshala, mental development has to take place. Viktamaya Koshala, cognitive development, the mind, and Anandamaya Koshala, spiritual development. Generally, we say now that a school is a place where the development takes place through mental, physical, and spiritual development. So that all those actually take to us. So we have the Anamaya development, the physical strength should be there, Pranamaya, life force strength will be the Manamaya, the mental strength, and the Vijanamaya, the wisdom strength, and of course the Ananda, the bliss of the body. Ananda, the word itself says. So all of which have to start from the earliest stages of development and learning. So right now, that is why I say that in the initial stage, in the foundational stage, in the preparatory stage, if we can expose these qualities of the students, and we can take out these qualities and make them, then of course they will turn out to be very good learners. So this what you call that TBP can help educators bring about holistic development in their student. What we call, we need a holistic, total, complete development of the mind, the body, the soul, and all. And we need to create a complete, total human beings. We are not here to create any type of robots or zombies, like which we used to happen, which used to happen. But nowadays we are saying no. Let us bring out the entire humanity of the human being out of them, and make sure that that each and every individual stands out to be the best. Then only the society will develop, the community will develop, the nation will develop. And with this toy-based pedagogy, we can make them feel and understand. Toy pedagogy, what are the benefits of toy-based pedagogy? What are the benefits that we'll get? It promotes exposure to all toys, ancient and contemporary. Of course, nowadays we have the contemporary toys as well as the ancient toys. They'll be exposed to this also, different types of Indian toys, and of course the new generation toys they will also see. But I personally feel the old toys that we still have in our country, they are made in such a way that if you really give a deep thought into them, a deep look into them, we'll get lot of scientific reasons why they are backed by scientific reasons of why they are made in such a way. But unfortunately, we don't really give a thought to them. It is useful in triggering creativity and imagination. By using these toys, by playing with the toys, by getting the freedom to play with the toys, the children's creativity will be triggered. You know, that response to stimuli system will work in a proper way, and they will definitely apply that stimulation, uh, that response to come out with the creative ideas. That's why the four C's will also develop. It promotes critical thinking and problem solving. They will think it in a critical way and how to solve that problem that will arise. It aids communication and adaptability. Yes, once something new is coming, then what will happen? In order to come out with the ideas of that, in order to discuss them, communication will be required. Adaptability will be required. How to use them, where to use them. So that will develop. Okay, the communication skill will develop. Help in increasing students' engagement. Somebody told some time ago, it is about student engagement. Definitely so. This will also help the students to get engaged with their work. More engagement, more learning, more better learning, more retaining. More retaining means what? The very purpose of learning will get solved. Toy pedagogy will continue with the benefits. What other benefits we have? Incorporating interdisciplinary approach. Again, that we once, if I can recollect, we had a training program on interdisciplinary teaching learning process. So that interdisciplinary approach will be incorporated. Joining one subject with another subject and using that toys. Okay, maybe an animal toy with a machine-like toy, with a car-like toy, integrating them and trying to find out how both work together in a different ways, or how an animal uh, move, say for example, how a horse moves, and with that horse how a car moves, and what is the relationship between horsepower in a car and all, or in a machine or something like that. So these will develop. Okay, maybe the horsepower will not be known to a child of nursery, but by the time the child comes to class 3 4, he will slowly get into understanding. The last week, as I told you, last week we were having an NCERT training where a question was raised about these pigments of plants and all, and can the children of the junior school learn about pigments of plants? They can. So we should start with that. So that is what I'm saying over here also, that the interdisciplinary approach should be started. Okay. It helps in social interaction and construction of knowledge. Okay. Different children will talk with each other. They talk about the toys. They talk about the integration. And knowledge will develop. Okay. Social interaction will develop and knowledge will develop among themselves. Learning is enhanced and extended by interacting with colors. Yes. As I said just now, or some time ago, that seeing is believing. So learning is enhanced by extended by interacting with each others, how they are each others. Okay. So learning is enhanced and extended by interacting. They will see, they will feel, they will touch, and that will enhance the learning process. Toy pedagogy is a constructional activity and helps in learning to learn. Yes, it's a constructional process. Toy-based pedagogy is what do you understand by construction? When we join something with another thing, we construct something, we make something. So toy pedagogy is a constructional activity and it helps in learning to learn. So it helps in learning to how to learn the things, right? It helps in developing their motor and cognitive skills. Somebody some time ago said about the development of the motor skills and all. So it helps in developing their motor and cognitive skill. So they can use both the brain, the thinking capacity, they will use the thinking quality, as well as the hands will also be used in a proper way to make sure that the learning becomes effective, and the efficacy of the learning should also increase with that. Toys also have a high entertainment, retention, and recreation value. Uh, in the beginning, I said, and again, I'm repeating the same thing. See, what is the main purpose of us to be in the classrooms? To make sure that the children understand what we discuss with them, and they should remember it. They should retain whatever we teach them. Or I will not use the word teaching over it. Whatever we give to them, they should be able to retain those things. And that is the main purpose. Once they retain it, they will remember it forever. If not like that, but definitely it is in that way. So toys have since they are very highly, they are highly entertainment objects. So they will see the toy, they will touch the toy, they will feel the toy, they will make the toy, and they will have that retention value of, okay, this is how it works, this is how that works. Okay, and the recreational value will also increase. So they will enjoy also, they will learn also, and they will retain also, and that is our prime target. Toy pedagogy the natural way. So how we will use nature, natural way, how we will teach them. So toys and play are something that comes naturally to students. It comes naturally. If you are very serious inside your class, you will always find that children are always coming out some innovative ways in their own, either it is for learning process or whether just for playing and all those things. Children enjoy both free play and guided play. So sometimes they enjoy their free play if they are, we just allow them to, or sometimes we teachers have to guide them to play in the proper way. Okay. Toys act as stress busters. They act as stress busters and help children release stress. Yes. The biggest problem that the nation faces or was facing or still facing is excess stress towards the children in the teaching learning process. Excess stress we give, unnecessary stress. The schools, the teachers, I'm not saying the schools which are present over here, but many schools, unnecessary stress they give. And same is from the parents. Means, so that we don't want, that we don't. I'll tell you a small story, 1 minute story. And it's not surprising. It happens in each and every school. If it is happening in your school, let me know. I don't know whether I told you in my previous engagements. Before last month, only in June, in the month of June, one parent came to my office right now where I am sitting. And he said that, Sir ji, सब कुछ तो हो रहा, स्कूल तो आ रहा बच्चा, लेकिन इंग्लिश नहीं बोल पा रहा, उसको अंग्रेजी एकदम नहीं बोल पा रहा. So I said, in which class is your child? He said, nursery. अप्रैल में एडमिशन कराया सर, नर्सरी का बच्चा है. अभी कौन सा महीना चल रहा है सर? अभी तो जून चल रहा है. So April, May, June, the 3 months the child is in the school. Out of that, few days were for summer vacation. भाई साहब एक चीज आप बताइए, आप क्या चाहते क्या है? नहीं, हम चाहते हैं बच्चा फटाफट इंग्लिश सीख जाए. हम देखिए, फटाफट तो इंग्लिश हम नहीं सिखा सकते हैं, ये तो हमसे नहीं हो सकता है. और आप क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि 3 महीने में आपका बच्चा इंग्लिश सीख जाएगा? नहीं, एग्जैक्टली इट हैपेंस. अनामिका राय मैडम ही सही. नहीं, देखिए, ये एक अलग सा भाषा है. बच्चे स्कूल में, घर में कुछ और भाषा बोल रहा था, 3 महीना में इंग्लिश नहीं. बगल वाला स्कूल तो करा देता है, वो लोग तो बच्चे एकदम फटाफट इंग्लिश बोल रहे. तो चलिए हम भी झटापट चलते हैं वहां और देख के आता है कैसा फटाफट इंग्लिश बोलता है. अगर आप वहां फटाफट इंग्लिश हो जाएगा तो हम भी सटासट अपना सर्टिफिकेट चला देंगे आपके साथ. Okay, so this types of incidents happen. The parents unnecessarily will give the stress. And some schools also, those improper, I always call them as improper schools, where they somehow they just want to please the parents by saying that they are doing good. And this is all these mushrooming schools generally do. So let us let us also bring the parents into confidence that things will not become so quickly, things will not happen. They will happen gradually, according to the time, according to the need. So toys act as stress busters, and we should apply this pedagogy to make sure the children learn freely. Yes, Mukta madam is Kumar Mukta is saying exactly. It happens. Step by step होगा ना. 3 महीना में बोलते बच्चा एकदम इंग्लिश सीख के एकदम साहेब बन जाए. वो जो दिलीप कुमार जी का एक गाना था ना, मैं तो मैं तो साहब बन गया. So they want their children to be like that. How funny. And many comes like that. Each and every school it happens like that. Toys help students to become information seekers. Khalida madam is saying yes, yes ma'am, it happens in that way. Toys help students to become information. They will see the toy, no, and they will ask. Yes, they will see and they will ask questions. Why it is like this? Nivedita madam said exactly. Yes, ma'am, it's exactly like that. Why this is like this, why it has this type of a color, why, and that is what we are looking for. They give the experience of hands-on learning followed by development of skills. Slowly, hands-on learning will take place, experience will gather, and the development, the skill development will take place. Skill development means why the hand is like this, or why the square is like a square. What is the difference between a square and a rectangle? What is it? One is rectangle, another is triangle. Both almost sound same, but why they are different? These types of inquiries will come from the students, and these are the things that what we are exactly looking for. Let them ask in that way so that we can also answer them according to their linguistic level. So beautiful way of teaching by using this pedagogy of toy-based learning. Toy pedagogy again will move with a natural way, understanding and respecting the diversity of the people, Bharatiya Sanskriti. Through the toys, we can understand, because the toys are what? They are actually the replicas of you and me of the society. No, so they will ask, okay, a Gujarati person's dress is like this, a Marathi person, because those states, each and every state have their own toys. No, so from there they will learn the different culture of the culture of this country, the diversified culture of the country. They help to connect cultural heritage. Example, kite flying toy pedagogy makes learning competency based. Yes, the children will be competent enough. They will know that, okay, how far the kite will fly, how I can hold the kite, what are the different types of forces that are acting to make sure that the kite flies in the sky, and at the same time I am able to control it. Kite flying, I will say, is a wonderful game of learning. And it is a wonderful competency-based learning where the children will have that ability to make sure how they can apply their creativity in various ways and means to make sure that the kite flies, it doesn't fall down easily. Of course, once it will fall down. It teaches children to understand intricacy, handling tools. It will give them ideas about the knowledge and the skills that are used in the original sources. Toys help in stimulating the right side of the brain. Okay, left side of the brain and the right side of the brain we have, no, where the creativity and all these things develop. So that will also help. Toy pedagogy for all, each and it is for all. In the beginning, I told you that toy-based pedagogy is not only limited to the foundational or the preparatory stages, it is for each and every stage of learning. Since play and toys come naturally to the children, they enjoy learning. So as playing and learning comes, toys and this playing, they comes naturally to the children, so they will enjoy the learning. Joyful learning in turn leads to better understanding and retention. Again and again, I'm repeating this thing. Our main idea is to make sure that the children retain and remember their whatever they learn for lifelong. That should be lifelong learning. So they will be able to understand and the retention will be much better. Toys spark and care of cognitive, psychomotor, and emotional development of every learning, including CWS and children with special needs. They will also learn in the same way as the normal children will learn. Their cognitive values will increase. The psychomotor qualities will develop. When I talk about cognitive value, means the understanding from with the help of the brain will take place, and an emotional development will take place. Toys provide opportunities to the learner to explore, create, observe, express, imagine, and engage. Wonderful thing. See, toys provide opportunities to the learner to explore, find out why it is like this, from where it is, how it is going on. And it will also create a sense of being doing something in a different way. To observe and find out that observing capacity of the children will increase. and the expression. They will try to express when they observe, when they explore, when they create something, they will try to express it in their own word. The communication skill will develop. Imagination power will develop because seeing things, they may try to write it down in different ways or pen it in a different ways. And of course, the engagement. Involvement with the system will develop. That's what we need. Once the children are involved and engaged in the process of learning, then the retaining power will become very much enhanced than what it used to be previously. And that is what we are looking for. Uh, Indus Valley civilization also used, see, in the beginning, I told you that ever since man became matured and the process of learning started entering into his brain, since then we are using different types of objects, toys, and all to make sure that the learning process goes on. Nowadays, we are taking it very seriously. The most important insight in the crafts were in the fields of textile, ceramic manufacturing, stone carving, and all these things. Figurines and children toys, of some of which are mechanical in function also. Yes, some of the toys during those times, they were mechanical in function. If you see this bullock cart, or if you can call it as a chariot or whatever it is, okay, they are mechanical. And at that time, maybe that time, the that much advancement was not there, but still science was not that much advanced, but still they made these types of toys, and from which the children learn. The last category of good is perhaps the most reliable evidence of sophistication of this society. Urjon Arbari, India, the ancient past, terracotta toys found at most Indus settlements provide glimpses of the past time that might have involved trained animals. Okay, by seeing this chariot or the bullock cart or whatever it is, we can get an idea that even during that time also the animals were trained. So this is what the children have learned also. Evidently, the people of Harappa period, like the Indians of today, paid attention to the enjoyment of the younger population. Like the way we pay a lot of attention to the younger population, the same way it was made. That is why these toys and everything were made. Through children of the ancient Indus Valley civilization often amused themselves by making their own simple toys of clay. They had many playthings. So that much was also there. This information we are getting from this gentleman written by Ernest Mackay, who wrote all this gave us this information. Okay. Some heritage toys, you can see some heritage toys over here. Okay, there's a block cart, there is a chariot-like thing, there's a puller cart, there are wheels, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these were the toys that were used by ancient people, and we have some relevance of them today also. Palanguzi, you must have heard about this, which Palanguzi, an excellent toy come game material, which will help the students to calculate things. Then, of course, the puppets. Nowadays, we have the puppets. And you can easily make puppets inside the classroom instantly and teach the children. Very instantly, that ring type puppets. No, you make a ring and put a face or something like that and start teaching the children. The puppetry plays a very important role in the teaching learning process also. The puppets of the country, the different types of puppets that we have from which we can help our children to learn. Like Katputli of Rajasthan, very common. When whoever visits Rajasthan will always bring some type of Katputli, how beautifully they are made. The Kundari of Odisha, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this particular slide. They will help you in learning, in teaching the children. The Kundari of the Orissa, Bomalatam of Tamil Nadu, some of them are very difficult to pronounce. What is this? Kombi Atta of Karnataka, Tolu Komlata of Andhra, Putul Nach, very famous. We all know about Putul Nach. This part of the country is very famous about it. Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, we discuss a lot about the Putul Nach, and Putul Nach is such a beautiful way of discussing about society, about life. It's such a wonderful way of storytelling, through this Putul Nach also we can teach our children. Yampuri of Bihar, Tobacco 2 of Kerala. So these are the different types of toys which are available. If we can manage to get them and we can discuss with our children, each toy tells a story. I will always say that. Each toy tells us shadow puppets of Andhra. Sometimes that shadow puppet of Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala are also very, very popular teaching learning materials for the students. Okay. Some toys we played with. These are some of the toys that we also played with in our times. Okay, that telephone that we used to make, no, by using two matchboxes with a thread joining each other. Uh, and at that time, through that thread, sound never used to pass. But we used to say, I can hear you, you can hear me, because the sound was actually passing through the air, and it was reaching the other person's ear. But we used to pretend as if we are. So that is what childishness, or that is what learning is about. Okay, or these types of the toys, the one that used to fall down, or even boys and girls both were used to use this the utensils. Okay, even the boys also used to use the same thing, which is not only limited to the girls. Boys also used to use this kitchen utensils, and used to play, or with this dice and all. And these indigenous toys during the puja times, we used to all, even now also the children go for this, no, this gun, or this top. These are the toys which also helps us to learn. Or this say these wheels the children are using, or even that gulli danda. I don't think anybody over here is there who has never played gulli danda in his life, whether it's a uh, whoever we all are. We definitely in our life we have definitely enjoyed gulli danda. Thank you, Pratima Ghosh, madam. Yes, madam, did you play gulli danda when you were quite young? Yes. Annu Dubey madam is I have in my, yes, that's fantastic. Good. Yes, we get that feeling of it. Fatima madam is saying, yes, ma'am. That's it. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Oh, your favorite, Alexa is saying, it's my favorite. Definitely. Even I also played a lot of gulli danda, used to play, especially during the winter vacation and in the summer vacation. Yes, thank you, Sardar Upadhyay ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, this toy-based pedagogy also underscores the importance of promoting rural and indigenous craft also. See, children will learn. But at the same time, this craft will also be promoted. The craft which is losing its value, it can also be promoted. By boosting the indigenous toy industry will get highlighted. So helping the children to think, rethink, and reimage or reimagining things, they will also go for that. Yes, you also played. Rajesh Sara says also played. Sailendra, yes, we all played. Yes, definitely. Wonderful. Okay. And of course, the smart toys of the 21st century kids. The 21st century, they have these types of robotic toys, and these drones, and these talking toys, and the robots and all. Okay, as the society advance, so the toys also will advance. So the playing materials of the children will also advance. So we have to see the both. We have to equally balance both sides of the world. We cannot say no, don't go for these ones. Should go for the latest editions of the toys. At the same time, the traditional ones should also be told to them, so that the culture remains with them. That's what we are looking for. Toy-based pedagogy in relevance with the 21st century skills. Now, with the help of toy-based pedagogy, thank you, Sandeep sir. With the help of toy-based pedagogy, how can we develop the 21st century skills of the children? Okay. Now, the 21st century skill is the latest buzz. No, it's the latest buzz phase in education. But in reality, these skills are evergreen. They are always there. Nowadays, a lot of discussions going on about the 21st century skills, but it is always there. What is toy-based learning and its innovative educational method? What is this? Now, the 21st century skills we all know, although there is no clear-cut definition of 21st century skills, yet broadly speaking, these are some skills that one must have to live. Today, we are calling them as 21st century skills, but they are with us. Were we not creative during our days? Were we not collaborative during our days? Didn't we communicate properly? Huh? These things are always there. These qualities are always there, but they are now put in a different way. And with the help of this 21st century skills, definitely the children, their quality as human beings will develop. That's the most important thing. Okay. So we also pass through these phases of life. So one must have to live in this technologically advanced global environment. These are the skills that are required by an individual for his or her holistic development, complete total development, and can contribute to the progress of development of the society, the nation, and the world. So the learning skills, the 4 Cs, that will also develop by using toy-based pedagogy, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. We talked a lot. Information, media, and technology will that literacy skills will also develop, and the life skills, flexibility, leadership quality. By the way, Each one of you who is there with us today in this platform are a master of all these skills. We have gone through this, we have passed through these skills, and we also had holistic development. That's why we all can bring the best out of the children of today's world. Because we have also gone through, they are nothing new. Okay, just placed in a different way. That's all. If we further elaborate them, we can classify them as below: learning skills, the four C's, critical thinking and all skills required for the acquisition of new knowledge. So creativity, innovation, collaboration, communication will, and that needs more thinking. Literacy skills will also develop: information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy. The skills will help in creating and gaining new knowledge through reading media. And of course, the life skills, the flips, the flexibility, adaptability, how you can adapt yourself, how flexible you are. Oh, we should not be rigid enough. Otherwise, the leadership quality within us will not develop. So skills required for successfully leading a everyday life. Learning through so the force is rubric performance. We can make rubrics. See, with the help of this toy-based pedagogy, we will make the children also understand the 21st century skills, and we can make rubrics for them. And one more thing that I want to tell once again. Previously, in my previous sessions also, I have several times talked about this. This NEP also wants you to create rubrics. You know, rubrics are like tables, like sections, where you will give an idea about how much your child has understood. Learning is not the main important, how much they have understood. That is what we are looking for. So suppose if we want to make rubrics on critical thinking, then how much information they have discovered, how much they have been able to implement, how they can solve the problem. These types of rubrics are supposed to be prepared at the end of every teaching learning process. Correlating the forces of learning skills with indigenous toys. The forces, the creativity, the collaboration, and all these things. Just now we have seen the critical thinking, the collaboration, communication, creativity. How we can correlate all these things by making these indigenous toys. So definitely, we can use them when we prepare the toys, when we mold them into toys. Definitely, we can use these qualities, which is also very, very important for the 21st century learners also. Okay. Then of course creativity will develop, like if we read a poem or a riddle, or make their own toy available to them. Imagine by making different versions of this toy, storytelling, weaving, by which creativity will come out. Communication, well, they will use their vocabulary, grammar, and all mime storytelling, from which the communication skill will develop. Critical thinking is the material used. Suppose that a child has made a toy and he's asking his friend, okay, you tell me which materials I have used over here to make that. So that will let the other child think about. So there, the critical thinking will come. Why does this doll have a certain movement? Why this, like the spring type dolls, which we also used to have in our time, why it is making this movement? Why it is going from one side to another? Horizontally it is moving, or why it is not moving vertically? So these types of questions will often come into the mind of the children, and they will try to answer them by their own means and ways. So collaboration, group work, data handling, they will try to get their ideas, and they will come out. Thank you, all these things, sir. Thank you so much. So like that, we will prepare this what you call just once again, this part we want to say, okay, the four skills you remember, and we'll prepare the rubrics in this particular way. Okay, we can write down the rubrics and we can present it and keep it for the children's understanding. Factors to be kept in mind while engaging with toy-based pedagogy. What are the factors we have to keep in mind? Be in a state of non-judgmental awareness. Please don't judge the children. Let them do things according to their rules. All allow students to problem solve with clarity of the mind. Let them solve their problems. We will be there helping them. Allow space for critical. Let them think. Let emotional intelligence flourish. Okay, how to take care of the things and help to minimize the behavioral disruptions by constructive engagement. Let them engage more, and the more they are engaged now, then what will happen now, that disruptions will not take place. This has been proved scientifically also, that if we are engaged in something, then disruptions will be less. Aim at contributing successfully to the sustainable skills, including flexibility, self-confidence, and these things will develop. Prepare the students to be future ready. See, today's child who will talk about the machines, who will talk about the movements, who will critically think about something, he is the one who is going to develop in tomorrow's world as a doctor or engineer, or not necessarily the stereotyping, these types of things. In any particular field, they can go and become successful. Break stereotyping, appreciate and respect differences. Yes. So that that we should also let the children understand that you should not only think that what you are doing is correct, what your friend is doing is also correct. That's very important. Okay, the respective differences should always be kept in mind. That will also help through this toy-based pedagogy. Examples of toy-based pedagogy, some of from the books, if you are reading, like there's a particular story in class 9 called Packing, where the students can learn a lot many things about packing. Or the black aeroplane, I said textbook, you have a story called the black aeroplane, a prototype of plane can be used for explanation. The ball poem, students can be asked to get any of their personal toy artifact to write a similar poem, or that's some of the activities you can do in this. Okay, Sehenai of Bismillah of class 9s, sharing an actually some wind instruments they can bring and they can talk about them also. Okay, and so here are some useful links. You can take a screenshot of this particular this thing of this slide, where you can get ideas about toys, how they can be made, and how the Vidya Pravesh PDF, you'll get the Vidya Pravesh PDF also, how you can use apply it in your classroom. Okay, you can take this thing of it. Let me see if we can get some idea about Vidya Pravesh over here. Let me see if we can. Can you see the document? Can you see Vidya Pravesh document? If you can, please let us know. Let me know. Can you see the Vidya Pravesh document? This is the Vidya Pravesh document, which is available even in the NCERT site also. Okay, thank you, ma'am. So you can use this. Okay, you can use this for your teaching learning problem. A lot of ideas you will get about from this Vidya Pravesh document. Okay, how that 3 months course you can apply for with your children. Okay, right, fine. So this document, it is there in the NCERT site also. If you can go to NCERT, you can just type with the professor and you will get it. Okay, right. We will move to the next part. Just allow me 1 minute. Okay, we'll move to the next slide. That is the thank you slide. Okay, so this is how we come to the end of this session on toy-based pedagogy. It's a simple one. It's at 1 hour, 12 minutes past. Okay. So this is how you will discuss with your children about you can apply toy-based pedagogy and you can use it. This is just in 1 hour it is not always possible to give everything in 1 hour. Okay, it takes more time, more discussions are needed, hands-on experience. If we can do some activities also. So when we will get the chance for this, definitely we will also go for if we can ever get a chance of using it. Okay. So thank you very much, respected teachers. Thank you all the stakeholders present over there to be with me to listen so calmly about and with your patience about toy and apply it. Do it. I'm sure students will definitely benefit out of it. I am 100% confident about it. Okay. So with this, we come to the end of the session. If you have any questions or anything to ask, you are most welcome to do so. And I'll try to answer as much as possible. Although I'm not an expert in this field, but definitely I'll try to answer you. Okay. So this is all about toy-based pedagogy that we have just now discussed. Apply it, use it, use your own creative ideas, make your own toys. I will say the school where your school is located, make toys of that area, of that surrounding, and discuss with children. Prepare it, and it should not be limited only to the nursery and to the preparatory level, but it should be for all, even to the +2 students also. You can have sessions with toy-based pedagogy. And I'm sure you will get benefit out of it. Okay, with this, we come to the end. If anyone has any question, you are most welcome. 100, what is this? 100 and, 1075 attendees. Excellent, fantastic, wonderful. If you have any question, thank you, Bandana madam. Thank you very much for that beautiful message of yours. We'll again try to make something more interesting for you in the next session when you will come back. Something different. Well, maybe we'll go for the holistic progress card or so on and so forth. Deepak Kumar sir, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Rohit Kumar sir. Madam, are you there? Soshi ma'am, are you there with us in the platform? Shweta Gautam madam, thank you so much. Sivastav, Anu Sivastav madam, thank you. Thank you very much. So use this. Khushbu madam, thank you very much. Tony sir, thank you. Kiran madam, thank you. Thank you so much. Be present in the next session also. Okay, so that we can share more ideas and we can learn more about different things. Nitunjay sir, thank you very much. Khalida madam, thank you. Okay, and I just love to be with you all people whenever I get a chance. I just love this Jamshedpur Patna group of people. They are wonderful people, great teachers out there. Okay, so with this, we are closing the session. If anybody has anything to say, anything to ask, you can, or else we will close the session. Madam, are you there, ma'am? Soshi ma'am, are you there with us? So, sir, if you at Patna Sahodaya, sir, PSS host, sir, if you are present over there, sir, if you give permission, then Albina Emmanuel, ma'am, thank you, Albina ma'am, Jyoti madam, thank you. Okay, if you give me the permission, then I can close the session.